welcome back to another video. Wherever you are, special greetings to you, and don't forget, if today is your first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell whenever we drop video. You can also get it on time, or you will be the first person to be notified. On this channel, we give you information and update about migrants and also the latest update around the globe. You subscribe to this channel because you need important and useful update, and as official cracker, it is my duty and responsibility to give you all the necessary information that you need. That is why I have come to your way once again with another video. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about the latest update on the Italy Green Pass, that is taking the 2 doses of the vaccine before getting the green card, and also the Talibans, that is the Afghanistans, the people who have taken the power now in Afghanistan, is sending a big warning to Joe Biden. So guys, without wasting much time, let's do this thing together. Yeah guys, as I said before, we are going to be looking at the latest update on the Italy Green Pass, that is taking the 2 doses of the vaccine before getting the green pass. The health minister, who is Roberto Speranza, is saying the majority of the citizens are taking the vaccine and they have understood the importance of the green pass. So if you don't want to take the vaccine and the majority are taking, they are saying the majority carries the vote. So if you were thinking that if people are not taking the vaccine, they will say it is not obligatory. They said it still remains obligatory because the green pass will help Italy not to go to another lockdown, and it will help many activities to go in the country. Now, if you go to restaurant or bar and you don't have green pass, you have to sit outside to consume whatever you bought from the restaurant or the bar. Now, they are saying from September, if you don't have green pass, autobus or train, you cannot take this these two transport, that is the autobus and also the train. So if your workplace you used to take train or you used to take bus, I think you have to go and take this vaccine. That is where it will help you, because if you don't have the green pass and you don't have car like we that don't have car, what are you going to do? Are you going to walk to your workplace? And now there are some workplaces which are even asking for the green pass. So I am not telling you, or I am not forcing you to go and take the vaccine, but at the end of the day, the information that we give you, you have to sit down and decide for yourself. That is why if there is any update about this green pass, I need to come out and give it to you guys so that you have to decide for yourself, because me personally cannot force you to go and take the vaccine, or I cannot advise you not to take the vaccine. It's for me to give you the information and you need to decide for yourself. So this is what is coming from the side of the health minister, as the majority of the citizens are taking the vaccine. And if this majority are taking the vaccine, who are you to say you don't want to take the vaccine? So this is what is coming from the side of the Roberto Speranza, that is the health minister. And let's watch his video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update as always. So stay tuned.
Il Green Pass è uno strumento per aprire, per non chiudere, è uno strumento per tenere, diciamo, più possibilità di mobilità, di movimento, e quindi io penso che è uno strumento che in questa fase ci può accompagnare. E io ho visto una grandissima sensibilità da parte dei cittadini del nostro paese. La stragrande maggioranza ha capito fino in fondo la portata di questa sfida. Noi abbiamo una percentuale straordinaria di adesione, dobbiamo insistere sulla campagna di vaccinazione. Il Green Pass è stato scaricato ormai dalla stragrande maggioranza delle persone nel nostro paese, e con questi strumenti nuovi che abbiamo possiamo guardare con maggiore fiducia al futuro.
Yes, I hope you have seen the video. That is Roberto Speranza for you. That is the health minister of Italy. And now let's move on to the next story. Now we are going to Afghanistan direct, as the chaos and the crisis happening in Afghanistan as the Talibans took over. Now the EU is taking a lot of people from the Afghanistan who want to leave the Afghanistan, because they said the Talibans, they cannot allow the Talibans to rule them. And now the Talibans are telling the EU or the Americans, which is the Joe Biden, because the Joe Biden is the head who is making this movement, or who is doing this evacuation movement. Now they are saying on the 31st of August will be the deadline that they will go there and carry people from Afghanistan. And the Talibans are also saying that on the 31st, if they see any plane that the plane is carrying any Afghanistan citizen, then they will start what they know them to be, because you know, if you mention Afghanistan, you know this is war and a lot of things happening there. So they said after the 31st, if any plane lands Afghanistan and the people that they are carrying are the citizens of the Afghanistan, then it's going to be a big problem for them. If they come and they want to carry their people to go, that one they don't have any problem. But now, if they are carrying the youth who have talent, who are much talented in the country now, if you carry them out from the country, now which people are going to be ruling the country, or which people are they going to use them to start the country? So some part of this story, you can see that the Talibans are also having their right, because if you take all the young talented people from the country, which people are going to be ruling, the country will continue to be a terrorist country. And there was also one comment from Donald Trump that Joe Biden has allowed this Afghanistan people to be distributed all over the world. Now, if we hear that terrorists has attacked some people in a country and they are from Afghanistan, it is the cause, or it is the fault of Joe Biden, because Joe Biden know that this Afghanistan people, a lot of them are terrorists. So now you have started distributing or sharing them all over the world. So if we hear that terrorists has attacked some people, then the fault is coming from Joe Biden. Let's watch the video of the Afghanistan movement, the things that are happening there, and also what they are also saying about the deadline of the evacuation of taking people from Afghanistan. Let's watch the video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
The US president says the August the 31st deadline still stands.
We are currently on a pace to finish by August the 31st. The sooner we can finish, the better. Each day of operations brings added risk to our troops. But the completion by August 31st depends upon the Taliban continuing to cooperate and allow access to the airport for those who we're transporting out, and no disruptions to our operations.
Military aircraft continue to take off from Kabul airport. It's a 24-hour operation. On board, some of the tens of thousands of people who have been evacuated since the Taliban seized power on August the 15th. But it's estimated tens of thousands more are desperate to leave. Despite pressure from governments around the world, and before the US president made his statement, the Taliban reiterated there would be no extension of the August the 31st deadline for the remaining NATO soldiers in Afghanistan to get out.
We will not allow an extension beyond August 31st, so the US should remove and evacuate all personnel by the set deadline.
Mujahid said the Taliban is stopping Afghans from going to the airport.
The Islamic Emirate is trying to encourage people to go home, but the Americans are inviting people to go to the airport. Their adverse policy of continuing to board people on planes. The airport access route has been closed to avoid stampedes.
The UN's top human rights official told an emergency session of the UN Human Rights Council she has received credible reports of the Taliban committing serious violations, including summary executions of civilians and restrictions on women.
A fundamental red line will be the Taliban's treatment of women and girls, and respect for their rights to liberty, freedom of movement, education, self-expression and employment, guided by international human rights norms. In particular, ensuring access to quality secondary education for girls will be an essential indicator of commitment to human rights.
The Taliban spokesman said women should, for the time being, stay at home because Taliban fighters were not yet trained on how to behave.
We need to have a procedure and a plan in place. Security force is not operational. They are not trained to deal with women. That's why we're stopping women from going to work. We ask women to stay home and their salaries will be resuming. Come back to work when we have a system in place.
With no extension of the August the 31st deadline, there are mounting concerns for tens of thousands of Afghans that want to leave this country. The Taliban says they have nothing to fear and that there will be no reprisals against people who have worked with NATO, foreign organisations or the media in the past. But trusting the Taliban on the basis of their words alone is something that many Afghans and the international community find very difficult to do. Charles Strafford, Al Jazeera, Kabul.
I hope you have seen the video. So that is what is going on currently in Afghanistan, and this is the update I have for you today. The name still remains Official Cracker on YouTube, Official Cracker on Facebook, Official_Cracker1 on Instagram, and I'll be leaving the Instagram link on the YouTube video description and also in the comment section. You can click it, and then if you have any question, you can drop it over there. If today is your first time watching me, why don't you say the devil is a liar? Subscribe to the channel and be part of the family. Subscribing to the channel doesn't cost you anything, liking the video doesn't cost you anything, and even sharing the video doesn't cost you anything. Till we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.